Hey everyone, this is Shadows Ninja 5461. I'm doing a follow-up video tag based on what everyone else is doing, called My First Time. So here's my shot, here I go. Okay, first, my first friend, who was solid enough to be called a first friend, I had a few of them. A few from high school and a few from grade school. I lost contact with them, unfortunately, but they were my two best friends. One was Robin Backer from Norway. He was a good friend of mine. I had some friends in middle school and high school, but I lost them all. So, not short-lived. I have trouble to connecting with people generally. But my second would be the best part. My first kiss was in 8th grade. I was 13. Uh, Classically enough, we were playing a game of spin the bottle at a party. And I got to kiss like 6 different girls. Okay, I got kissed by some of the really hot girls too. So, so I gained a reputation as a great kisser from then on. And, you know, I got to kiss almost everybody. And so, you know, ladies, I'm I gained a reputation later on as a great kisser, and I even dish out the kisses now. I don't wait to be kissed. I kiss if I really like her. Um, my first job, if you can call it a job, was embarrassingly enough. I had two of them. One where I worked at an Easter Seals, charity celebrity roast, stuffing envelopes with invitations for this roast at a small office with a cubicle. Coincidentally enough, my employer was a woman, and there were 4 other women in the office, so I was the only male in the office, and so it wasn't as dreamy as you might think because I was in a cubicle, sealed away from everyone else, and you know, uh, it wasn't what you might think, but um, and I got some other first. My first. I don't remember if I had a first date. My first date, actually, my first adult kiss. I was doing homeschool a lot, so my first adult kiss was um, sad but true. It wasn't until I was 19 because I was doing homeschool at the time, between the ages of 16 and 18. Um, my first real date was with a girlfriend I had met online. Um, it was okay, but we had some clashes. She wasn't right for me, let's just say. And um, my first well, I like to add something else, which means my first brush with death. Um, my dealing with death was a friend of mine from horseback riding died, who was her name was Sarah McKinnon, my horseback riding instructor. She was cremated. I don't know how she died, but and then um, I had a girlfriend who I had met online. We were going to meet after the summer, and then she died in a plane crash. Then she died, and then I had another love interest who had died in a car crash years ago. So I've had a really unfortunate life, full of sadness. So you can understand why I'm not always cheery all the time. But um, there, um, my second first job was my second job, where I didn't really get paid, but it was at a movie theater, selling tickets at Empire 7 Cinemas. And there's some other firsts, but I'm not going to go into that. Um, so uh, my first brush with prejudice was, I've had several, was when I was trying to uh, going to McDonald's and get something to eat, and these 6 guys, about 3 Asians and 4 black guys, came and tried to block me, and rammed right into me, and I almost hit my arm, almost dislocated my shoulder, but I managed to run them over with my walker and kick them out of the way. That was my first fight, and my first real brush with prejudice and fighting. So, um, you know, I devoted myself, and my first brush with martial arts was when I was 16, with Dr. Zhang Lin Bao, a world-renowned martial arts master, and grandmaster actually. So from there, I sort of taught myself, and um, first, and that's all I gotta say. If you can follow up with any of your firsts and reflect on what I had to say, please subscribe to me and comment below. And comment below, and feel free to add a video response of your first if you want to add. So, oh, and also, lastly, my first heartache was in high school when I had this crush on this girl named Annie. I gave her a love poem, but she was already with someone else, and I was really depressed after that. I felt humiliated for not asking first. So that was my first brush with heartache. My second was in high school when there was this really gorgeous blonde girl named Kathleen. I had nothing to give to her for Valentine's Day, so I figured I'd write her a love poem, and the rest is history. And that's how I started writing love poetry, and that was my first love poem that I had ever written to anyone who was a crush. So, those are my first. So, a little bit darker than most, but that's pretty much my life. And, and if anyone, comment below about their first times, if anyone can reflect or respond to what I had to say, please comment below, or subscribe to my channel. Thank you.